Pod Chef. Pod Chef. Pod Chef. Pod Chef. You're listening to Pod Chef. When I say pod, y'all say chef. Pod Chef. You listening to Pod Chef. It's a podcast about Top Chef, and that's a broadcast. It's on TV, and you can watch it. They got 19 seasons, that's a lot, kid, but you can skip those. We do recaps about the whole show, not the food though, but the other stuff. Yeah. You're now listening to Pod Chef, the only official podcast about the TV show Top Chef, with your hosts, Jamal, Brian, and Reaves. And I only said their first names because I don't know everyone's last name, and I'm trying to be polite. Now enjoy the show.
Welcome to Pod Chef, the official Top Chef podcast, the official one. Sorry, I'm trying to recover from watching the new Lord of the Rings show. Third mic, Brian, have you been watching?
No, you're trying to recover from watching it?
Yeah, it was so powerful.
I'm making Carrie watch the original movies currently. We've watched 1 and 2.
Now, do you have to phrase it as you're making your wife watch it?
No, yeah, I've tied her down. It's the whole that movie where they're wearing the white clothes and he's got the cane and he's dancing and he's a Clockwork Orange and I made her eyeballs stay open with pins, and you're really indoctrinating her in the whole Lord of the Rings thing. And she's like, "Who's that guy?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's Sauron." And she's like, "Who's that guy?" I'm like,
"Oh, hold on a
Saruman."
second. Hold on a
goes,
second.
"Those are different people,
Hold
Sauron
on,
and Saruman."
hold on.
And I go, "I know."
Brian, hold on a second. Reeves is back.
Hello.
What's up, Reeves?
Present. I'm back.
Oh, I
and,
snuck that in
present.
there.
and Brian, can you please, for my entrance music, can you cue Hollywood Hogan's
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Voodoo
Yeah.
Child? And skip to the guitar part.
Is that not just Jimi Hendrix?
Yes.
Okay. But you know it as Hollywood Hogan's
Well,
Voodoo Child.
Here's the important piece, because there's a Hollywood Hogan part. My wife has already shut up this podcast. You get him saying there's like an NWO, and there's also a part because he's a bad guy where it's just him laughing like this, a very evil laugh. So you got to get that all in there. So yeah,
Okay.
I'm back, baby.
You're back, baby.
Mm-hmm.
How did you survive?
It wasn't easy. Listen, it was the whole walkabout, which, just to recap our audience, I left the podcast to go on a Naked and Afraid walkabout with our sponsor and leader and principal, it feels like, Tom Colicchio.
He's a real Mr. Belding.
Yeah. And I mean, he was completely unprepared for this. Oh, and there's the French chef. Chef,
Mm-hmm.
Talk
Not
about
happy to
preparation.
see-
The French chef's going to be involved.
Exactly. He loves his meats. So we went. Tom was unprepared. He was constantly getting in. God bless you.
You didn't hear me sneeze.
I can see it.
I just wanted to say it though. So that's something that I brought back.
Is that your new thing? Okay.
Yeah, is that, when you feel that someone needs to be blessed, you just you don't have to wait for a sneeze. You just say, "Oh, God
bless
bless
him."
you."
Okay.
I like that. I like
It's-
that.
It feels
I'm going to
nicer.
start doing that. Hey, Reeves,
Yeah.
I'm going to use that.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's like how they say you tell your friends that you love them. Also tell your friends, God bless you.
Mm-hmm. And you
Yeah.
can tell them you love them too, just in the middle of conversation.
It's my new
Yeah.
goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
God bless you.
God bless you,
love you.
and I love you. So Tom, he fucked up a lot. He was not eating. I said, I got to get out of here. I got on a plane. It was one of those situations where I sat down on the plane, pilot's making an announcement. Hey, mate, we're about to fly off, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I'm looking out the window and I go, stop. You got to stop this thing. Okay. God bless you.
He just fully got up. This is what I've been dealing with, Reaves, is that Jamal does this thing now where he'll just get up and he'll just walk away.
Get up and leave.
He'll just do like this and he'll just leave for at shortest 5 seconds, at longest days. And I'm just here waiting. And that's a lot of dead air I have to cut when I edit this thing. It's like days worth of audio.
You keep it going. You don't just pause and come back.
It's easier just to cut it than it is to like combine the two audio tracks.
Yeah.
So,
Editing's very hard. I barely understand it.
yeah. And Jamal refuses to understand. He keeps saying he's going to learn, but he won't do it.
Yeah. Okay. Nice to have
I'm
you back,
back.
Jamal. Okay.
Okay, so you're on the plane,
I'm looking out the window.
and he's saying, you passengers, welcome aboard the plane.
Welcome on board, mates. We're about to take off in a minute. And I just said, hold up. I got to get off this plane. I got to get out of here. So I stand up. I open the emergency
Had they
exit.
close? Okay, so wow, okay.
I kick. And I mean, people were still coming in. I probably could have just walked out. But
Yeah.
I said,
It's more dramatic. To do
yeah,
it that
I got to
way.
go out this emergency exit. Things going crazy. There's, inflatable boats shooting everywhere.
Mhm.
And so I just make my way down the tarmac and back
People
to,
passing babies up the aisle.
Oh yeah,
Save
yeah.
my baby.
Save my baby. So
Mhm,
it's like, okay, we haven't even gotten off the ground yet. Okay, take it easy. So I make my way. That's my
Downtown?
That's my Fabio impression.
That's pretty
Yes. Back to Tom,
Mm.
and then back to the Outback where he was. And so I just kind of
The
observed
steakhouse.
him. Exactly, he was.
Yeah.
Well, that was where I checked first because I was thinking he's chef.
Hmm.
He should be there. And there were a lot of guys there that looked like Tom. You know what I mean?
There's a look.
There's a look, and he fits in very well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I caught him and I just kind of observed him for a little bit. I noticed that he was kind of talking to himself, which was a little bit concerning. And then I realized that he had a large wooden stake that he kind of carved a face into. And then below the face, he had written Reef.
That's almost your name.
It is almost my name.
It's really close.
And so that fucked me up because I was like, is this just, he's like, oh, this is close to Reeves' name. Or did he never learn my name?
Does he think your name is Reef?
And this is something that happens in my life a lot.
Hmm.
People think I'm Reese. People think I'm Reef. People just don't know my name and just don't say it.
Yeah, why bother? It's
Yeah.
too hard.
I've had people come up to me and say, "Hey, your friend McFarlane, what's he up to?"
Yes.
And I'm like, "It's not his last name."
Yeah.
Family Guy.
Seth.
Yeah. His name is Seth. He
Oh
does the
my
voice
gosh.
of Brian and Peter
Oh
on
my
the
gosh,
show.
so talented, so funny. You remember when he did the Oscars? Oh man.
Wow.
Hey, I love you.
Right in the middle. See, that feels nice.
Does feel good.
That
It
feels
does feel
nice.
nice. Anyway, he was teaching this wooden person, I guess, to be his sous chef. He seemed pretty pissed about it because I guess the wooden person wasn't really following instructions.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the heat of the moment, he had a fire going because he was trying to cook. He accidentally threw Reef on the fire.
Oh no.
He went crazy, lost his mind. He tried to get it out. He couldn't do it. He burned his hands. And he just kept saying, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I killed him. I killed him. I killed him. I killed him.
That's another issue in Australia of like tourists destroying the reefs.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Wow.
and he's
And I'm
still doing
snapping
it.
my fingers.
Yes. Yes. And do you
We're-
like that audience? Our
Yeah.
liberal audience? They probably love that.
I bet our audience leans right. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
No doubt. The foot freaks, do you think they're leaning left? No way.
No way. They all prefer the right foot.
Oh yeah. Anyway, so he buried Reef, and he said he'll, to himself, he's like, I'm never going to tell anyone about this. I did catch him writing in a notebook, which he kept the entire time.
Oh wow.
So maybe I guess he documented it that way, which seems like a mistake, right? If he
I mean, if you're gonna do anything illegal or anything weird, I wouldn't write it down.
definitely not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
No.
how they caught Bin Laden because he was writing stuff down.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he had that moleskin he kept around with him.
Yeah, it was that, and he also had a Zanga page, and that was pretty easy for them.
Mm-hmm. He read a lot of porno, and he used his real name too when he would do it.
He was always commenting on porno videos.
Yeah, but it was always the funniest comment though.
Yeah. He would always say, "Damn, wishing that was me," and the other one was your mom, and he'd be like, "Signed Bin Laden."
Yeah. For a while there, he was just copy pasting. He's like, "Enjoy the herpes."
Yeah,
yeah. You'd say like, "Man, what do you guys think about that?"
He was just putting him out on every video, and I was like, "This guy's funny. This guy's fun."
Yeah. Too bad, right? Bottom of the ocean, allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. So yeah, so Tom and Bin Laden have a lot in common. They both have journals. So
That's
anyway,
it ends there. It
ends there. The best of my knowledge. I mean, where was he?
Right.
I don't know. This is pre-Top Chef. I don't know. Maybe cut that.
We don't cut stuff anymore.
Oh, that's great.
I'll just put a car horn behind it.
Okay. Can I get we got a review saying don't do
that.
So maybe can you do like a screeching car of some kind?
I'll do
and
like
make
a
it
voice
5 times louder.
I'll do a voice of someone screaming like, "Oh God, stop!"
Yeah. So I at this point I had to talk to Tom and try to convince him to come back, and he said, "Yeah, you know what? I'm ready. There's no reason for me to be here anymore. In fact, I'm really ready to get out of this country and never come back."
Was he wearing clothes at this point?
At this point he was wearing clothes.
Okay, good.
He had created some clothes, so he kind of had like a Flintstones thing going on, which kind of fit again his style a little bit. Seemed appropriate.
They have a look.
Yeah. So yeah, he said, "I got to get back to the States. I got a new show I want to pitch. It's called Fart Boy Island."
Okay. All right.
And I mean, like, I'm pretty sure he made that up on the spot. And I was like, "What's the premise?" It's like, okay, so all these single women go to this island, and there's a bunch of available men, but some of the men are fart boys, and it's like you don't know because all the farts are silent, so it's like you don't know which one, and so you gotta figure it out. And I'm like, I guess they'll buy anything these days, I guess.
Right? They'll put anything on TV these days.
It'll probably work out. But he handed me off his journal, which is what that notebook was. He gave it to me. He said, "Hey, a little something for the show." He said, "Don't say I never did anything for you, because here's some content."
He wants us to read it?
He wants us to read it because he said that he really wants the show to tie back to Top Chef more. He wants us to read the journal.
Sounds like a bad idea, but okay.
Yeah. He said,
and if I can't talk, it's because I'm sick. So
yes,
Yeah.
because you're sick.
I love you.
Mm-hmm. So he gave us this journal. He said this Top Chef carnage must end. We're putting Top Chef first now on Pod Chef. Here's the journal. So we have it now. So if we want to read passages from it,
let's read one passage at least.
I love to do that.
I just want to put it out there. I probably will never read a passage from it.
You don't think so?
I'm saying the likelihood, if I were to go based off of how many voicemails were done.
Right. Yeah, there weren't that many.
And it was very hard to do the ones that were done. I'm saying the likelihood that a journal entry that I will read it is pretty low. But I'm excited to hear you guys read it.
Yeah. Maybe you'll hear one and you'll be like, I really thought that was cool. Maybe I could read one.
Yeah.
I just like the idea of reading one. And maybe when I'm on the crapper, I'll just like crap one out real quick.
Possibly.
Okay.
Probably unlikely.
Jamal, you mind if I go first?
Go ahead.
Cool. Okay. I was going to have to fight you for it. Actually, let's do rock, paper, scissors, right? Ready? That was weird. You guys see that?
What?
I got a weird. It was like a ocean in my ears.
Yeah.
Am I dying? All right, here we go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and that's scissors cuts paper, and I win. Here we go.
You waited until I showed paper.
I did not. I threw it before I saw your paper. All right, here we go.
Classic Virginia scum.
I'm just gonna flip through this, and that's too far. Let's go back a little bit. Oh God, I got a paper cut.
You got to be careful. The pages are very sharp. Saw them sharp.
Should we be reading this in the writer's room?
No, wow. We're reading. Is it a reader's room? We did. So we went to the writers' room last week, and the black phone guy was in there,
Yeah.
and it got scary.
Oh yeah, the black phone guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that does.
Yeah.
It got a little dangerous in there, maybe.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Yeah, we had to
Oh,
prove to him
no.
that we weren't kids, so or else he was going to kill us.
Oh,
And while
God.
we were proving it to him, he shackled us up. But he was using
Yeah.
kitty shackles, so we were strong enough to break out.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was the whole thing.
Okay,
He's still in there, I think, though. So
I'm
maybe-
pretty sure he's locked in there.
he's still
Yeah.
writing. Okay, well maybe we
Yeah.
should go in the reading room. Is that the best place?
Oh
for it?
yeah! Wow.
Oh.
Wait, is this the reading room?
I think so.
Let's go in the reading room. It's next door to the writer's room.
Oh my god,
Mhm.
this is so nice.
It's nice, isn't it? It's
like,
great.
It's like a library, but like even more organized.
It's like
than a
yeah,
library.
that book, that old book smell.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
cozy.
yes, feels like I'm like in the 70s or something.
Yeah. And look, I don't know if you guys. I mean, don't look, don't make direct eye contact, but I'm pretty sure that the librarian is one of them sexy librarians you keep hearing so much about, with the glasses and the hair put up and the heaving
So
bosom.
just a librarian then?
You think all of them are sexy?
Heck yeah, brother.
Okay. Well, okay. Anything else we want to describe in this room? Or are we good?
No, I'm good. I'm interested in hearing the
It's
journal.
air
It's a
conditioned.
nice
There's
room.
tables.
All
It's
right.
a normal room.
And as far as we know, no black phone guy.
No.
Yeah, far as we know at this point.
Far as we
Yeah.
I haven't seen him. All right. Okay. I'll pick day 27. Day 27.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. Oh, his handwriting is really good.
Yeah.
Here we go. The most amazing thing happened today. I found a black truffle near our campsite. Reaves said I'd never find one because they don't grow here and because we don't have a truffle pig, which made me miss Gail. But I found one, and it wasn't even buried under the ground.
Hold on.
It's
Is
so
Truffle
mean.
Pig a reference to Gail? Because I don't like that.
It is mean. I think he's trying to put her down in some way.
I don't like that.
And
I
it doesn't
appreciate
always have
that,
to be a
Tom.
pig. I think a dog can do it too.
Could also be a term of endearment.
Oh, yeah,
That's true.
I
Yeah.
went negative immediately.
Yeah, that's because that shows how you feel about women. Okay. And it wasn't even buried. And it wasn't even buried under the ground. When I showed Reaves the truffle, he tried to tell me that it wasn't a truffle and that it was actually a dried up bear turd.
Yeah.
But I told him that I have a James Beard Award, so he needs to shut up. Yeah, a little aggressive here. So I gave Reaves 20 minutes to forage for mise en place to cook.
Isn't that what truffle is, though? A petrified piece of poop?
It's a mushroom of some kind, right?
I thought it was a piece of poop that's been like buried under the ground for a long time, and it's
I
like
think it's a fungus.
I mean, in my experience, this was a piece of poop. So
I gave Reaves 20 minutes to forage for mise en place to cook the perfect amuse-bouche with my black truffle. He also had access to the entire Tom Chef pantry. The Tom Chef pantry?
I mean,
TC.
yeah.
What is that? What's the Tom Chef pantry?
Well,
In
he's
this-
probably playing his own show on the island. He's losing his mind a little bit.
Yeah, he did. He constantly had. He brought a big TV, and he constantly had Top Chef going. So that was part of the pantry. I mean, the rest of it, it was just like he just had some stones and some sticks
Okay.
and stuff
Mhm.
like that, and like some brush. I mean, it really, and like some dirt and some pebbles.
Is he
So
doing any quick fires?
He was trying to. He really wanted me to eat some of those rocks, and I was like, I'm not doing that.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, so you had access to Tom Chef pantry. He really didn't like this challenge. He said whatever he makes, it's gonna taste bad because it's not a black truffle, it's a dried up bear poop nugget. But he did it because I'm head judge. He came up with a wild mushroom and fig grissini with a fresh sliced truffle and a balsamic reduction. The mushrooms he had foraged and everything else he got from the Tom Chef pantry. So were these rocks?
They were rocks.
Okay.
So anything that he talks about that's like food related, anything like that, ingredients, it's rocks. If it's like a liquid, it's PP. I mean, that really was it. I mean, he found some like thrown out like beer cans and stuff like that, and he'd go PP in it, and then he would use it as oil and stuff like that.
Okay.
Salt.
All right.
Yeah.
Well.
You got to boil it first.
Yeah.
That's what I told him just to throw it out. I don't know if
You
you want to
gotta
boil it
boil
or
your
not.
pea.
But he
Yeah,
definitely
just
didn't do
don't
any of
use
it.
it.
Yeah, you gotta boil your pea in a aluminum can for 10 minutes, then it's oil.
Mm-hmm.
And cook it down. Tom Chef Pantry. Also, nothing was cooked because if you'll remember, I wasn't able to replicate the Kenmore ovens and ended up burning my hand pretty bad. So I haven't allowed fire in a while. Oh, he burned his hand twice. He burned his hand with the Reef stick too. It sounds like.
I can't believe he was trying to replicate Kenmore ovens out while he was stranded.
You gotta make. I've been watching a lot of the show alone lately because I'm old, and
Me too.
it's fucking really good.
It's so good. There are so many funny characters on it. There's a guy
Yeah.
that built a jacuzzi in the first
It's-
episode of one and then
it's
lost his flint and quit in like 2 days. It's great. Anyway, everyone watch that show.
It's a really good show. So yeah, what I've learned from that show is you have to make you have to like make yourself comfortable there, or you're never gonna last. Like there was one woman who like made herself a steam house because she needed to like have a steam.
Yes. You have a steam. Have
yeah.
something that a little taste of home, which is what he tried to create.
Yeah, with his jacuzzi.
Yeah.
Which sometimes means cutting off like a pinky toe or something, having a little taste of home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because your feet taste like home.
Yeah. Dog whistle.
Okay. Either way, I don't know what Reaves did, but it really tasted like shit. Okay, so apparently you didn't like your truffle concoction.
I gotta tell you, I don't remember any of this, but I pretty sure it did happen. It does feel like it was something that would have happened, but I don't remember any of this.
That's not good. That's not a good sign.
Not one bit.
That's not a good sign for you.
Mm-mm.
He has a lot to learn. Okay, I've got to go lay down. My stomach feels like there are worms moving around inside of me. I'm gonna have more of that sashimi I made from the salmon I found washed up and try to go to bed. I still haven't found myself, but I think I'm getting closer. Love, TC.
Oh God.
Jesus, you saved his life by bringing him back.
I really did.
Yeah, he was going to die.
He was going
eating fish that was rotten with worms on it that he's calling
Yeah.
sashimi. He was losing his mind.
Well, he was trying to do a whole bit where he's like, remember Lord of the Rings, Gollum or whatever is my precious, and he would eat it and then he would immediately start vomiting.
If you remember, if you'll remember, my wife does because I made her watch it 8 times now. Is Gollum doesn't like when Samwise is cooking the fish. He says, "You ruins it."
Mm-hmm. This
He-
was
the-
very much, and you know what?
The fat hobbit ruins it.
If you want a feel for what my experience was like, you just watch Samwise and Gollum talk, and
And that was basically it.
very much it. And also watch that new Lord of the Rings show.
Because apparently it's really dramatic.
Mm-hmm. Super dramatic.
The people watching that instead of Game of Thrones. I heard people. Everyone's watching Game of Thrones. I'm not watching it because I'm so sick of shows just full of white people.
Is everyone watching these shows and not watching season 5 of Top Chef? 'Cause that's a mistake.
Yeah.
Super big mistake.
This is a good season.
Oh, yes. And we'll get into my feelings on this season when we get to it. But that's a mistake. Too many the same thing on TV.
Yeah.
Well,
So that was Tom's journal.
Wow.
We'll try to, we'll read some more pages of it throughout the thing. Let us know if you guys, you know what? Give us, no one talks to us, but if you want to give us a page number to do, we'll do it, or like a day number.
Absolutely.
Yeah, give us a day number or a page number.
How many days did you guys last out there total?
Oh boy, let me see if I can do
It's been
some
a few months,
calculation.
right?
It has been a few months. Let's see if I can get this right. Let's see. 14, 15. Think about 350.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I think that's
All
what
right.
it was.
All right.
6 days, you would have had a whole year.
Yeah.
Oh, so close.
So
he
close.
kind of should have held out for that, but we decided against it. He really needed to get
Yeah.
out of there.
Yeah,
Yeah, you probably
he
had
made
lost a
that
lot of
punch
body
card. He
weight.
kept talking about that punch card he was so mad about. And he was like, 6 more days, Reaves, we could have gotten a free meal.
Yeah. He said if that murder didn't happen.
Oh, gotta find out about that, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's switch gears and go to Chefs I Prepared for You. We're happy that Reaves is back and alive.
Yes, welcome back, Reaves.
Yes.
This is Chefs I Prepared for You. This is a segment we do every week where we talk about what we had for dinner last night and only last night and present it as if we're presenting to the judges on Top Chef. And there will be a winner, and it'll probably be between me and Reaves.
Well,
Chefs.
We'll see.
Chefs, I actually prepared for you.
Actually.
I cooked it, Brian. My wife didn't cook it.
Okay.
Dry rub chicken thigh with vegetables stir fry. I had spinach. I had shiitake mushrooms.
Oh,
I had broccoli. I had Brussels sprouts.
that's nice. So, how did you? That was all stovetop. You were doing that all on the skillet. Okay.
Stovetop stir fry, except
What
for
do
the
you-
big chicken.
Okay. So what do you cook it in? What do you cook both the chicken and your vegetables in? What kind of oil?
So wasn't cooking, didn't bake the chicken in using any oil, but I did stir fry with 15 milliliters, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, butter infused olive oil, and then also 1 tablespoon of actual butter, so the butter doesn't burn.
Okay.
So got that's like 240 calories right there, and then you put all the vegetables in. They steam a little bit, but then they brown.
That
Something
sounds nice.
I've decided to do is start putting these vegetables all together instead of just having one vegetable. Why
Do a
do I
medley?
gotta?
Yeah,
why,
medley.
why am I just having asparagus by itself? Why can't I have asparagus and broccoli and all these things together?
A good question.
You can. Why
I
were
feel
you
more
keeping them
full.
apart from each
Yeah,
other?
why am I segregating them?
Yeah.
That's maybe something to investigate within
About
yourself.
myself, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
And
I
maybe
know
you-
why segregation exists inside me. I was taught it.
Mm-hmm.
But why am I?
You were
helping
taught
it.
it at Liberty, right?
Yeah, I was
Why are you
taught it at
perpetuating?
Liberty University.
You can break
Why-
the cycle.
Yeah, and I need to break the cycle.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
that sounds pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Any other questions? Any other questions? I usually do baste the like a chicken breast with olive oil just because it makes it juicier,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then I put the sprinkles, seasoning, not sprinkles, cake sprinkles on top.
Yeah, you do Jimmy's on it, right?
Yeah, I do Jimmy's cake sprinkles on top.
Nice.
That would be very tasty. That's something I feel like you'd get at Milk or something like that. Chicken breast with a little
Yeah,
some Jimmy's on it.
yeah.
It'd be like chicken that's actually it's like an ice cream chicken, but then the Jimmy's are chicken.
Mm-hmm.
I've mastered the pan sear setting though in this kitchen with this new stove. I mastered it. I know the number. I know the time. I mean, you want to start on the top and end in the oven and bring it back out. I'm a master of it now in this kitchen.
That's great. Takes a little bit of time to adjust to a new kitchen.
Yes,
Temperatures
especially
are
a
always
new
different.
cooktop. I've never used induction, and it's different.
And Brian, is it
Yes.
more interesting for you to stare at a hat than to talk about what he fixed?
I
or
was
what?
Thank
what I
you,
was
Reaves.
doing.
This is
what
what
I
I've
was-
been
well,
dealing
see,
with
no,
since
Reeves,
you've been
here's-
gone.
Reeves,
This
here's-
is what I
here's
have
the
been
thing.
dealing with.
Let
He
me
doesn't
tell you the
care
truth.
about my stories.
Let me tell you the
He
truth.
doesn't care about anything I'm talking about with the food. And he's could be doing anything else.
Okay, let me tell you
Now
the
someone
truth.
else sees it.
Hold on. Let me tell my side of the story. You know how many times I've heard this induction stove story at this point? Every week he's like, it takes a long time to get used to a new stove, but every week, and I'm like,
Haven't said it every
yeah,
week. Haven't said it every week.
Every
Wow.
week he's like, this induction stove, it's different. I'm like, yeah, it sure is. So yeah, I took a second to see if I should take the gold stick off my hat or not. I started taking it off, left it back on.
Yeah, because you want to hang out with your black friends tonight, right?
No, I'm staying inside tonight.
Don't wear the hat around the house.
You know, I was listening to the podcast and I was thinking, they're getting along so well. And as soon as I come back, oh, the ocean's back. As soon
Yeah.
as I come back, it's the fighting
The
starts.
fighting starts.
I
again.
must be the spark.
You are. You're the Hunger Games spark. You're the
Mhm.
spark of the revolution
You're
of
the
Star
Allspark.
Wars. Yeah, you're the
Yes.
all spark.
Oh, freaking, that's
Yes.
Marvel, right? All spark?
That's
Yeah.
Transformers.
Those Transformers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Bumblebee. Remember?
That's what we missed.
That's what we missed.
That's what we've been missing.
Bumblebee.
That's pretty
Um,
good.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that was a
pretty
good
good
one.
with voices, Brian. If you'd ever give me some latitude on the show,
Yeah, if I gave
really-
you some mic time.
yeah. If only you gave me some mic time, I could really spread my wings out.
Reeves, what'd you cook?
Chefs,
Bumblebee, Autobots, roll out.
roll out to UCB Chelsea.
Herald Night.
We're going to sit in the back row.
We need to get 10 tickets sold or they'll cancel our show. Make sure you bring your friends. There'll be a jam afterwards.
Decepticons will try and neg us.
Audience members, remove your masks. Yeah.
It's just you and me, Prime.
Chefs, I prepared for you pizza that I did not heat up in the microwave that was made for lunch and I ate cold. I did not cut it. I just ate it cold from my fridge.
Was this a full circle?
It was half a circle. Again, it was not cut. I just broke it apart.
Love tearing a pizza with my hands.
I was so hungry and I did not have the energy to make anything. Mm-hmm. So I ate that. The pizza was not good. It was awful. It was a vegetable pizza that had like eggplant and broccoli and stuff like that
the
on
huge
it.
broccoli pieces that they do, like the full ass floret. No, don't do that. No.
But it was
that's eggplant's too wet for a pizza. Come on, that's a wet topping.
Stop putting the wet toppings on my pizza.
There were some red onions on it too. It was not good, but I needed to eat something. And that's all I had time for.
Okay.
So we'll see who wins this.
Yeah.
I haven't heard Brian yet, but that's what I did.
Still might be me. So you made this pizza or did not make this pizza?
No. This was a frozen pizza that I heated up in the oven for a lunch.
And then had it
my
cold
wife,
for dinner.
And then for dinner, because I did not have the energy or time to make anything, I sat over my sink and ate cold pizza that had not been cut.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
That might win. I like that. Let's see. What did I buy for dinner last night? Yeah, chefs. Last night I procured for you a burrito from Taqueria, and I got a side of golden avocado, which is 2 little fried avocado pieces that you dip in sauce.
Oh, so what's the texture of that? It's like crunchy.
It's very soft. Like it's like lightly breaded enough to like it holds together, but you bite it and it's like a banana.
Oh, I've never had that. That sounds tasty.
It's really good. It's really good.
Grass banana.
Yeah, it's a grass banana.
That's what avocado tastes like to me. It tastes like grass.
Really?
Yeah, I'm trying to get better at it, but it's hard to get past. And it's so good for you.
The healthy fats.
Yeah.
Brian, were you doing your Jamaican character?
When I said no, what I was doing was I was abbreviating. I was abbreviating.
So wait, I just heard
that wasn't me. Nope, you hear me talking. That's the same time. That's not me. I can't do that.
It is me, you Brenner, from the Jamaican bobsled team.
Whoa, Brian, look who you conjured.
Who is it? Yul Brenner?
Yul Brenner, look me up, yeah? Yul Brenner?
I think it's Yule.
Yeah, Yul Brenner. I'm saying it right. You're not hearing it.
Wow. Yeah, that's his name. It says he's a Russian actor.
Nah, brother, you're looking at the wrong Yul Brenner.
No, it says he's a Russian actor. His actor name is Yuli Borisovich Brenner. Professionally as Yul Brenner.
I was on the
Russian-born
Jamaican
actor.
bobsled team.
You were in The King and I. You were in Westworld, the original one, not the new one with all the titties.
The original Westworld after me. Great gold medal appearance at the bobsled team.
Well, how did you get here? It seemed like maybe when Brian was doing his Jamaican impression that you all of a sudden came up.
Whenever a white person does a Jamaican accent, I can teleport to wherever they are, yeah?
Whoa. Well,
and then what do you do when you get there?
I play my drums. Okay. You hear me? You hear me, rude boy?
And is that more offensive than me just saying mun? Is him assuming that all Jamaicans play the drums and say rude boy?
I'm not doing all Jamaicans play the drums, but I've got the drums, yeah? You see me with the drums? Don't try and take me down now. What you're doing right now is trying to turn the situation around on me, white man, and it won't work.
So, and maybe this is a good thing that when, white men like Brian do a Jamaican accent, that you come and you maybe give them a little talking to.
A little bit of a talking to, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, well, now he's from London.
The culture is not something to be played with, yeah? Not to be trifled with, brother.
He sounds like he's from London.
You have to know that London own the Caribbean, yeah?
Okay, now I feel really bad.
They have been there for years.
Oh,
He sounds like
man.
he's in Attack the Block. You guys seen Attack the Block? Such a good movie.
Never
Yeah,
seen
that
it.
actually is a very good movie. I've seen
It's a
it.
very good
Oh,
movie.
Jamal's back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Where
As soon
did
as I
Jules
start,
Brenner go? Back
as soon
to
as the
Russia?
black person starts talking again, he disappears again.
Oh,
Wow.
okay. Yeah, he is gone.
Yeah, he's
That's
gone.
pretty
Gone,
amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
All right. Well,
we
I
don't-
learned. I learned my lesson.
Yep.
Yeah, don't do that again.
Yeah, I won't do that anymore.
So I guess I win. Chefs, I prepared for you.
Who votes? We have 3 now. We get a vote now.
Yeah, but I'm the one who actually made food. Reaves just warmed up food.
I didn't warm. I warmed it up in my mouth.
Yeah.
It was not. I feel like I wanted to make sure that I explained that I did not warm it up to make it extra bad. Yeah,
So I
I feel
won.
like you do win because you
I
cooked
won.
Okay.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The burrito
yeah,
sounded
you
nice.
win.
Yeah,
It was
if
a
you
good burrito.
procure something, it has to be from a fancy restaurant. Can't be fast food.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
All right, so I
All
win,
right.
and that means 500 points to Gryffindor.
We do Harry Potter now, Reeves. Since the whole thing.
No.
Yeah,
Another
but
thing that I'm a big fan of, and my favorite book of Harry Potter is the frickin' Sorcerer's Goblet.
Yep, that's
Mhm.
one.
the Sorcerer's Goblet's good. Lay Burn Undine is good.
Mm-hmm.
When he's
Lay Burn
attacked by-
Undine.
when he's attacked by the Ripper.
Yeah, we'll be right back after this.
Is that the name of the episode? Lay Bernadine?
Yeah.
It's the Ripper, actually.
And we're back. Pod Chef, episode 99, the real episode 99. Top Chef, season 5, episode 11, Les Bernardines. This is the return of Reaves and the recap. The whole gang's here. You know,
I'm
this is
back.
where, this is where Brian should cue. The boys are back in town.
Here we go.
So we're back. Press play on Hulu. Follow along.
Maybe press play on Alone first. It's on Hulu.
Yeah, and then come
good.
back to this.
Really
It's
good.
good. Come back to
Um,
this. Can I really quick?
Yep.
What are your feelings on this season, the two of you? If you compare it against every Top Chef season you've seen, where would you rank it?
I think this season has no choice but to get rid of people who have no personality to save the show. And certain chefs who maybe if they were on other seasons would have been eliminated by now. I mean, Carla's a good chef, but up to this point, she hasn't been performing real well. And I feel like they are keeping her because she actually is fun to be on screen. Whereas if she was in maybe a more challenging season, she may have been out already. And I feel like they got rid of Jamie. They're getting rid of Jamie. But they're getting rid of chefs who like kind of aren't adding anything. Because look who's left. You got Stefan. He's always good on camera. Always has something snarky to say. Fabio, love that voice. Carla, love that voice. Hosea and Leah got that love triangle going. It's all the contestants who are left here are good for TV.
Good
They're not
narrative.
necessarily. I don't know if they're the best chefs of this season.
I think they're all pretty weak chefs. Like professionally, like not great chefs. I disagree. I think a lot of the cast on this season is like pretty good TV. Like even the ones that aren't like huge characters are still fun for TV. Like watching Jamie interact with Stefan is great. Watching the blonde haired guy just like be this like surfer guy trying to explain his food is like
Who, Jeff?
fun. Yeah,
Jeff.
it's like fun TV for me.
He makes a comeback.
Hosea's super fucking boring.
Oh,
He's got the worst fucking chin hair. It comes up all the way up here. I don't know how. It's a little circle on his chin. I don't know how he gets that. My hair doesn't grow here between my lip and my chin. There's no hair there.
It's pretty impressive. I would agree. Like when I was watching this episode, I was like, Carla is a star. That's she's
Yeah.
clearly an incredibly interesting and engaging person. Like she's made for TV. Everyone else I think is boring. But I'd love for them to come on the show. If they want to come on the show, do the interview, we'll do it. But I think this is the worst season of Top Chef.
I think also the challenges are bad.
The challenges are bad.
Yeah.
We're in a real sweet spot of reality TV, and I think part of this is with fucking Toby.
The worst.
He's the worst, but it's like you're in this sweet spot of like people like being mean and competitive in like a really bad way is like what most reality TV is about in competitions. And it's just very uninteresting. You can be a villain and you can be like competitive, but like the mean part and all that kind of that stuff sucks. And it's a lot of that. And
Yeah, so it's just like obvious that Toby is being mean for TV. Like, if that's just who you are, that's one thing. But to be like, he just like, look at me, I'm on TV and I'm gonna say the meanest thing you'd think of. Even where like Repair's like, all right, dude, chill out. Like he's like, that's okay. You're being okay. Let's like, these are humans. Like, come on.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it's just this last part on it, but the season prior to this is a very good season, and the season after this, I think, is maybe the best season of Top Chef. At least top 5. It's
season 6 at?
Season 6 is in Vegas, and it's got the Voltaggios.
Oh,
It's like an all-star season. It's a really, really good season. But anyway, we can get into this episode. Sorry.
Jamal, you there?
All right, so we're doing a sardine challenge, and the big man, Eric Ribert, is back in the Top Chef kitchen. The Silver Fox, the Kakashi Sensei, he's back, and the chefs walked into the Top Chef kitchen.
My man is tan.
Padma Lakshmi standing with Eric Ribert, multi-award-winning chef and owner of the highly acclaimed seafood restaurant Le Bernardin.
The repairman.
Yeah. The chefs were tested on the precision and speed of their technique with a 3-round fish filleting tournament. Excuse me.
God bless you.
The chefs with the worst fillets of each round were eliminated until one was left standing. The winner did not receive immunity, but instead gained an advantage in the elimination. So the first round, guess what they do? 5 minutes, clean and butterfly, 2 sardines.
3. Was it 2 or 3?
It was 2.
It was 2.
There was one that was an example of what it's supposed to look like.
Okay.
And I remember Hosea said, because he's so big, he's at a disadvantage. He's got those fat sausage fingers.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm already playing in a handicap here.
Yeah.
And he still did okay.
So Carla and Jamie are out in the first round, and they start having fun in the background, laughing at Leah, who in the second round just gives up on filleting an Arctic char. Like, I didn't understand that at all.
Yeah, that shit sucked. She gave up. She's a big quitter.
She quit.
The repairman was just kind of like, you didn't want to do it? And she was like, yeah, no, I gave up. Okay.
I don't think it's a bad idea for her to quit. I think
the whole show.
Yeah, just go ahead there. Just walk out now. At this point in the show, with immunity off the table, you only ever get like a slight advantage in the next thing, and that's only if you win it. So if you feel like you don't have, if this isn't your challenge, why fucking kill yourself for a slight advantage, and you probably won't get it. Like if it's something big, go for it. If you're not going to get it, just fucking quit.
Well, she did it. She quit, and she got the look from Eric Ripper of like, I'm not angry, I'm just upset, which is worse. It comes down to Stefan versus Hosea, and Stefan gives Hosea the easy business filleting that eel.
Yeah.
Stefan was playing with his food before he even started filleting. He was like, "This is a walk in the park. I've done this my entire life growing up."
Yeah, he's like, this is my friend, the eel.
Yeah.
And then, in case our listeners have never seen an eel be filleted, it's a very delicate and beautiful, very humane process where you put the eel down, you take a nail, and you hammer the head while it's still alive to a board, and then you pull aggressively its skin off.
And it's
honoring
fine.
It's honoring the life of this eel.
Yeah, and it's fine because the eel can't scream.
Yes.
If the eel could scream, you'd have to cut the head off and then nail it down and then pull the skin off it alive, But because all the eel cannot communicate in that way, this is the preferred method.
And this opens up a discussion as to why aren't we nailing more things to cutting boards in Top Chef? Clearly, there's a hammer and nail around.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
underneath their cutting board, there's a big board and a nail and a hammer that's always hanging around.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a
Yeah.
mezuzah.
You telling me
hammer
you
more
can't?
stuff.
Yeah, you hammer a salmon to the wall and pull the skin off that way. Seems like that'd be faster.
No one heard what I said. Okay.
You said mezuzah. I don't know what that is. Is that the horn that people blow into?
No, I don't think so. I think it's the thing. I think it's the thing Jewish people take a hammer and nail and put up at their front door.
So you were very
Oh.
close, Brian.
I was close.
You
I
were-
thought it was the
you're
Jewish
the
horn that they
same
blow into.
religion. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the shofar, Brian.
Shofar. Yes.
Yes.
Bring the car around, please.
Do we have Jewish listeners? Let's
Not
maybe
anymore.
cut all this. Yeah.
So yeah, this was fucking
I was doing something normal.
disgusting and should not have been on regular TV.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like they do this kind of thing on Alone. Again, great show, check it out. Because they're not on Bravo. Like, if I was Hosea and I was like, I can't figure this out. What's he doing? Oh, he's nailing its head to the board and ripping its skin off. Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah.
That's all you.
Well,
Yeah.
Stefan wins. Eric Repair invited the chefs to a 6-course lunch at his restaurant, Les Bernardines.
I've been hammering eels' heads to board since I was a little kid. We did it as a little kid in Germany.
Yeah. Just
Great
all the
country.
time. Yeah.
Great
Tom,
country.
it's a fantastic country. We get a lot of sponsors from Germany. With Tom Colicchio and himself, after eating, Tom revealed that their elimination challenge was to recreate the 6-course menu that was just served to them. Stefan, as the quickfire winner, got to choose which dish he would be cooking, while the other chefs had to draw knives. Can I just say, Jamie, while they're eating at Eric Repair's restaurant, Jamie is like sitting right next to the man, the myth, the legend, and she's like, I'm bored by this food.
Yeah. She's like, I find it like boring. Like,
I'm
just
not
looking at it,
inspired
and
by
I'm like,
this food.
It's just like a piece of fish.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, that's the fucking repairman.
Yeah.
Put that fish together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can talk shit about that. Show some respect.
You go there when you want to repair your appetite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Repair your attitude.
Yeah.
Right.
He used to call him Mr. Fix It.
Mm-hmm.
When I was at the Culinary Institute,
Oh yeah.
we'd call him Mr. Fix It.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he'd go in, he'd fix your dish as soon as it was.
Yeah.
He'd go in and be like, "Oh, this is fucked up."
Yeah, just like he did in this episode. When
Yeah,
he went to
that's
the back
fucked up.
and
Let me
tasted
do
their
this.
dishes, he was like, the repairman's here. And then
You
Jamie,
you tried doing this?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Walk with his hands up. You tried doing this?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie didn't have her dish tasted, and that probably came back to bite her in the butt.
Yeah, what he told her to do, he was like, hey, don't make it yucky. And she was like, I'm not listening to this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it super yucky.
He's like, "Fuck this! It's already yucky."
So Carla also gets a shout out to Washington D.C. during this lunch. She reps
Hell
the
yeah.
nation. We
I feel
enjoyed
like
that.
this. I feel like this could be an awkward small talk of the week situation here. He's like, hey, Carla, where are you from?
Mhm,
DC?
what'd she say?
Oh, I've worked in DC once before.
Yes, at Watergate Hotel.
She's like,
I
oh,
was
yeah.
I made dinner late at night for some government guys who came in.
Mm-hmm. And then they shut the place down.
Yeah, then they shut the
after
place
Carla
down
went
after that.
there. Carla also told us that she wanted to major in theater, but
Trying
instead
to do a Watergate joke there. No one liked it. All right.
What did you say? You said
he was
you
talking
did
about.
Nixon? You do a Nixon?
You wanna do it?
I was trying to do a Watergate reference that Carla
Look,
was
can
there.
you just
cooking-
pretend that you don't live in DC for 5 seconds? Jesus Christ. Oh, let me make a joke about I work on the Hill. Nobody cares.
Well, Brian, when you live in the most important and powerful city in the free world, yeah, I guess it does galvanize most of your life and your thoughts. Okay, so Jamal, would you like to make your Watergate joke, even though I feel like Watergate didn't actually happen?
Nah, we can just move on from it. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
I was just gonna say that she cooked dinner late at night for them because they were hungry. They needed the energy to break into the offices, but whatever.
I see.
fine. It's
I
fine.
see.
Yeah, we can move past this. And Brian, go ahead and
You want bird noises?
edit all this out.
No, I've got the time.
was the full
So
I've got the time.
I do
The
want to
sh-
note that she said that she wanted to major in theater, but instead she decided that when she wanted to grow up, she wanted to be a dish.
She wanted to be
Yeah.
this dish.
A dish.
Yeah.
And as someone that did major in theater, let me tell you, Carla, you made the right choice.
made the right choice.
Okay. If I could go back in time and be a dish, rather than spend 4 years exploring space while in a mask. I would have done it.
So
That fish just fucking chills there and tastes good.
Yeah.
I took a semester in clowning, and all I did was put fucking dirt on my face and go like, "Look at me, I'm clowning." I had to watch every woman in that class take their clothes off as some expression of comedy and art. They all did it. Look at me, I'm a clown. Here,
Wait,
my
is this
tits.
real?
Have you ever seen a clown performance? They either put dirt on their face or take the clothes off.
I've seen a clown performance where the latter happens. Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
some VCU shit. I don't know that they do anything else.
I did go to a very artsy liberal school, but I majored in English like a dummy. I'd rather be a dish too. Fuck it, I'm gonna be a dish with you, Reaves. Can I be a dish too?
What dish do you want to be? I want to be a big hot dog.
I want to be Big Mac fries.
All right.
Good Coke on the side.
All right, Jamal, you want to get in on this? What dish do you want to be?
I want to be Pizza Hut pan pepperoni.
Cool. All right, we're
Yeah.
pizzas now and hot dog and burgers. And tell our 9 to 5s to shove it. We're food now.
So
Fuck all this trying to do things. I gotta pay your rent. You know what doesn't pay rent? Big Mac and fries.
No. Living
Nah,
free in your mind, baby.
never does. Always on my mind, never working at all. So Jose is mad at Stefan picked the lobster, so it's the easiest dish, and he should go big or go home. And I
No,
don't think...
fuck you. I'm doing the easier
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. I won the quickfire. I can do the easiest thing. You go big or go home.
one. I
And you
won the
almost-
quickfire. I'll choose the hardest one. Shut
Yeah,
the fuck
shut,
up.
shut up, Hosea.
Shut your ass up.
So Leah's working. The cruel mistress that is fate makes Jamie pair with the dish that she was like critiquing. Was like, I hate this dish, and now she has to cook it. It was almost like that was set up on purpose. They're like, Jamie, take a knife, and she took the wrong knife. She's like, no, let's do another take.
Yeah.
Spin the block around. All right, Jamie, take another knife.
The same knife.
It's the same knife.
Same one.
And they're like, Jamie, don't take the same knife.
She's like,
And then
okay,
they do it
all right,
again.
okay.
She took the knife that actually corresponded with that dish. Have like 4 takes. And like, all right, good. We'll keep that one. All right, that's the dish you're doing. So yeah, Leah's working with fish again and tells us she obviously knows how to butcher the fish and she can do it. She just gave up yesterday. It was no big deal. Today's a different day.
Yeah.
It's fine. Eric Repair wished the chef's luck when he was leaving, but didn't even taste Jamie's dish. Didn't give her
He
any.
did. They just didn't show it.
Yeah.
No,
I
she
don't think
she
he
even
gave it.
said that he didn't. So I believe that she didn't.
He didn't
Did she
have
say that?
time.
Yeah, she
was
said
like-
it.
He was too busy. He was eating too much asparagus from
He
Fabio's
wanted
dish.
too much uncooked asparagus. He was
Yeah,
like, this
or
should be
Stefan's
cooked
dish.
less.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting that he said one thing about the asparagus. Oz is uncooked, and I was like,
And-
what?
And he had
How
a
did
big
Stefan
thing of
not get
asparagus.
that?
Yeah.
He was like,
How
this
did
Oh,
they
is
I
not
didn't notice
mushy
that
to
it was
me.
hard as fuck when I
Yeah.
took a bite out of it.
Was it not cooked, but because it was sitting on like steaming hot lobster, it kind of cooked?
I think it's
Not enough.
Yeah, maybe not through because maybe he blanched it or something like that, and so it was like a little bit mushy. But I mean, we see the repairman just he has so much asparagus in his mouth.
Yeah.
We didn't cook it. We did not
Yeah.
cook it, and then he was like, "Oh, okay. Anything else?" No. I take more of this asparagus, and then me and my cronies we get out of here because it's
Yeah,
like him and like his like goons sit
Yeah.
and watch them
Yeah.
and like
Behind
comment on them.
glass. They're,
Yeah.
like, behind glass, just watching, just like smoking cigarettes, just chain smoking cigarette, the ashes down to the fucking filter. Just,
Mhm.
I think I'm going in there now. I'm going in there. Let's go.
all up in their space.
That woman with the really short silver hair back there with him too.
So they start delivering the dishes, and Fabio's dish goes over pretty well, but he did burn the bread.
And they didn't burn the bread, they said.
Well, it kind of was burnt compared to repairs.
He was like, you did a good job with the bread. You didn't burn the bread.
Leah seems to have just been in her head this whole episode because her dish is not great. It doesn't look great. She didn't execute it. Why did she combine butter and miso? Why did she think to do that? I don't understand that.
Because he told her it was too miso-y, right?
I think there was a mention. I think she just did. There were people that clearly like doing something like this, like tasting a dish and then being able to replicate it, and also like French style cooking. They knew,
Yeah.
and I think there's just like a section of people like that had no experience with it, and so they were just
Yeah.
kind of like shooting in the dark.
Carla's interaction with Repair at the judges table was so cool from like a interested in food like area, like if you're interested in like how food is cooked and fancy food, the conversation where she's like, "How did you get this thing?" and he's like, "Oh, she's like, oh yeah, that thing." That's like so like that was so interesting to me to be like, I told myself I couldn't figure it out. It's like we just did this. She's like, "Oh yeah,
He added lemon juice.
yeah," and lemon juice, and we strained it. She was like, "Oh shit, yeah."
She's like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, that sounds so
Yeah,
good.
fucking.
So
fucking my
yeah,
bean,
repair.
your fucking my beans, fucking. Oh, dude.
Dude.
So
the
let's
British
get to this.
guy shit on Caribbean food. I just want to say that.
We got to be careful.
Oh,
We
what do
don't-
you
we don't want-
say? That he can get it at any island that he goes to.
I
It's
mean,
like
I
you can
don't
get this
want
any-
to conjure anyone. You know
Hold
what I
on,
mean?
hold on. Let's do this clip where Padma ends the
Okay.
season at dinner.
But the only real flavor, you get ginger, and that's it.
Here it just tastes like the dull fish I remember eating whenever I've gone to the Caribbean. Here, it tastes like some wonderful new discovery that I've never eaten before.
Well, coming from you.
Congratulations, you are the top chef.
Okay, so it's over. Eric Ripert is actually the top chef.
Yeah. It's with
Padma just ended the show at dinner.
Yeah.
She literally said, "You are the top chef."
she's got to stop doing that.
Yeah,
Because it's like the people on the show have to win it, not already super established chefs.
I've always said she doesn't get how the format of the show works.
Mm-hmm. Well, she just does it, she goes freaking grocery store, person bagging her groceries. She says, "Oh, wow, very good. Congratulations. You are now top chef." And it's like,
And she's
I don't think it works
like
that way.
fucking the Glad family of products is having to dole out fucking cash. Every time she says it, they are contractually obligated to give that money out.
Yeah.
Every time.
So
Every
it is
time.
technically $100. Was it now $75,000? But I mean, over the time, it's like $225,000 they've given out in total, and they've been giving it to people who are already successful in restaurants.
Anybody that she says it to.
So-
Just
I was happy that Carla got help plating, and we didn't have a Dawn situation on our hands.
It did seem like
so angry.
you don't like it when people are behind,
No.
especially Dawn. You don't like Dawn.
Let's listen to the tough talk clip of the week, shall we?
Okay.
Celery is really hardcore. The salt lick.
Clearly, something's gone very wrong.
The salt aside, I think the fish is fine. It's not as crisp as a Le Bernardin fish, but it's well cooked.
Oh, yes.
It's very nicely cooked.
I think Tom's being too kind. It's not merely unremarkable, it's remarkably poor.
Yeah, it's not as easy as it looks.
It's not an easy dish, really is not. Jamie saw you performing a high wire act. You made it look easy. She got up on the wire and then fell flat on her face. No safety net.
Yes.
the repairman's face when he says that is
Yeah.
like, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
He's an asshole. Get him
Yeah.
out of here.
Yeah. He's
So-
basically like, where's Gail?
Fucking Toby is the type of guy that after a dinner with people that maybe like you knew some of the people that were coming to dinner, but maybe you didn't, they brought friends, something like that.
Yeah.
Fucking Toby is the guy that after the dinner everyone talks about, and it's like, who
Yeah.
the fuck
Yeah.
was that guy's problem? Like,
Yeah.
who invited him?
And he
Why-
left quickly, so like there's plenty of time to talk about him behind his back.
Yeah. Oh my god, he was unbearable.
I know. I'm
How do you
sorry.
know him?
I'm sorry. He's Tom's cousin. He had to come. I'm sorry.
Why did you bring him?
We thought he'd be on his best behavior around strangers. Like, we
That's
thought he
his
wouldn't
best
do it.
behavior?
I mean, look. All I can say is I'm sorry. Okay. Look, I can't do anything about it. Okay.
You
did-
told me
I gotta-
I couldn't bring my black
I
friend
gotta see
because
him
this
every
guy
year.
was great.
You said no more black friends, and then you did that impression
Yeah.
of one of Jamal's black
Yeah.
friends.
And then some guy showed up and was playing the drums.
Yeah. I'd
No,
I'd
Toby's the
much rather have
fucking-
my friend here.
Toby's the fucking worst.
Yeah.
He should never be allowed on television or in public.
Mm-mm.
I
I think he is like a super conservative now, right? Too.
Is he?
Pretty sure.
Now?
he-
You mean like he wasn't before?
Fair point. Yeah.
I think he's just been outed.
I think he's been outed more as like really bad.
You know, because once you get to a certain age, you can't keep your thoughts in. You got to put them on Twitter. Just got to get them out there.
When you Google Top Chef Toby Young, the first results are all these like Reddit threads, and the Reddit headlines are like, "Why Toby?" and "Worst guest judge ever," and "I never liked Toby Young."
And now the reviewer is getting reviewed.
He was Boris Johnson's chef. I made that up, but wouldn't that be cool?
Let's listen to Stefan
R.I.P.
because he wins.
Did a very nice job.
As our guest judge, it falls to you to announce the winner.
Sure. It was a tough call. However, the winner is Stefan.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Congratulations, Stefan. Eric, you have something for Stefan, don't you?
Absolutely. A copy of my new book on the line. And also, I like to extend an invitation to you to follow me in 3 of my restaurants, starting at Le Bernardin for 1 week. And you'll be provided with a room by the Ritz-Carlton Hotel. And at the end of the week, you will fly with me to the Food and Wine Festival of Pebble Beach.
How nice is that? How better could it be? I appreciate it.
Forget the rest of the competition. I think Stefan actually just won Top Chef, the best award you can get.
Yeah, that's a
Like-
dope ass fucking prize.
You get to follow the repairman around as he
For a
fixes
week.
the sink in every one of his restaurants.
Yeah, and then you
Hell
go
yeah.
home to the Ritz-Carlton.
Pretty sweet.
And then you go to the Food and Wine with Gail. Will probably be there too.
Yeah, she's showing up. All
you
her
hang
friends
out.
there.
She's there.
You hang out. You fly out with Repair.
Mm-hmm.
You're both French. You can talk shit.
Yes.
He just won. He kind of won Top Chef for real. He's got that in his back pocket.
Everyone should take 5 minutes to Google Toby Young and read his Wikipedia page. He's got a section called Controversies, and one of them, the subheadline is Eugenics. And it says, under a section titled Progressive Eugenics, he discussed developments in genetically engineered intelligence and proposed that should the technology for selecting embryos for high intelligence become practical, it could be provided free of charge to parents on low incomes with below average IQs. He argued it could help to address the problem of flatlining intergenerational social mobility and serve as a counterweight to the tendency for the elite to become, I don't know. It's insane.
I agree.
Yep.
I
Makes
think
sense.
he makes a good point.
Makes sense with the guy that made jokes about.
Hold on, Brian. Do you not want to stop the intergenerational flatlining?
Not
Is that what you're saying?
way. Not that way.
Then what's your solution, Brian? Give me
I
a
don't have
solution.
one. I don't have one.
Well, then, if you don't have a solution, you don't get a say. All right. Welcome to
You're right.
America.
You're right.
Toby-
Okay,
You don't
so
get to
Toby's
bring
gotten
problems. You
Toby's
don't
gotten
get to
to
bring.
Jamal.
You don't get to bring problems
Well,
and
Joe-
no solutions. All right.
Jamal
No.
listens to Joe Rogan, so he's probably
Yeah.
had him on his show.
And for the
And,
listeners at home, Jamal has a big book of Jordan Peterson's book, so I feel like he's on a real deep dive.
12 rules to live by.
Make your
oh,
bed.
dear.
Just make your bed.
Every
Yeah,
time I
can
wake
you-
up in
can
the
we give
morning,
us the
I look
12
back at my
rules?
bed and I go, "Yeah, I'm gonna make you."
Is one of them make the bed?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
yeah.
Get lost.
You
So
know what
Jamie
one-
goes home because she.
you know
made
what
the
another
bed.
one is?
So,
You know what another
yes,
one
please.
is?
Yeah.
Put on hygiene. Take care of your hygiene.
Put on hygiene.
Put
Look,
on
man,
hygiene.
I'll think about it.
He's a Canadian professor. Okay.
He's become something else, Reaves.
I would.
Uh oh.
He's blossomed. He's gone through a metamorphosis of sorts. He's an X-Men now.
So Jamie goes home.
All right, let's listen to Jamie going home. Since
We already
Brian's
did, didn't
directing.
we?
No,
No.
we didn't.
Oh, what clip did you play a second ago?
Stefan winning.
Okay, I was reading Jordan Peterson's thing.
Jamie, please pack your knives and go.
Thank you for this opportunity. It's been amazing.
It's been a pleasure to meet you and eat your food, Jamie.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chef, very much. It was an honor.
It was an honor to cook in your
Thank
kitchen. You?
Yeah, I'm going
I'm
home.
so sorry.
Team Rainbow is done. It's kind of a bummer, but I've formed friendships here that I know that I'll continue to have.
Bye, guys. Good luck. I'll see you soon.
I think I've grown a lot as a chef and as a person. I've learned to be a lot more patient with people. And I think that I've learned to respect
Where are they now,
myself
Reaves?
for who I am. And more confidence in myself.
Jamie is still reeling from that kiss on the mouth that she got from Stefan before she left.
Mm-hmm.
You guys see that? That was very nice.
I missed that.
Well, nice kiss right on the mouth.
Wow.
Um,
It meant nothing to her. It meant everything to him.
A married man, his shirt that says "I make good children."
Yeah, it didn't. Hosea had another weird shirt this episode too.
It says "I heart" something on it, right? Doesn't it?
iHeartRadio.
Okay, yeah.
There was an iHeartRadio ad.
That was it.
Well, we found an excuse to break the 1 hour time barrier again. Reaves is back.
There's a good reason to.
Yep,
Yeah,
Reaves is
welcome.
back. Brian is fully checked out. He's been on his computer and now on his phone.
It gives me a chance to like not be super like involved for an hour. It's great. I can only do now. I got to only do 35% versus I was doing 32.5%, and I was doing 50%.
Yep,
60%.
So this has all been fun. If you've been listening the whole time, all the way to the end, thank you. God bless you, and I love you.
Mhm.
And until next week, we'll pack our knives and go.
Reaves is back.
This was fun.
Absolutely.
This is great, guys. You guys got something here. This is fun.